This problem is not just exclusive to Jacksonville. This is a problem throughout America with this particular age group. And one of the things I think that it goes across the board for all races. Education, that's the only way out. And we have a population that we're dealing with, that age group between 16, 24. But we have a group that's undereducated and without a marketable skill. Especially if they have some brush with the law. They're a convicted felon. I mean, all those things are negativities that will weight a person down. We're living in a society now that a lot of folks are becoming zero tolerance and insensitive to individuals that may have had those problems. But if we do not address those problems, and one of the things that I believe is that if you strengthen those problems, it's actually cost effective to address those concerns now than incarceration. Incarceration is somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000 a year. It only takes $3,000 to $5,000 to send a young person to community college and give them a marketable skill. They become a better taxpayer and they become a better citizen for Jacksonville. So it's really a win-win when we invest in young people.
Hi, my name is Israel, the founder of Jacksonville Youth Works. Coming up as a young man,
being
as a child.
Abandoned, being neglected, no foundation, led me into many different directions. Crime, being arrested 9 times, nobody to support me, never felt like I was loved. Prompt me into the system and stayed into the system. And once I got into the system and realized that all the things I've done as a child and coming up in a young adult, things that ruined my life, that I couldn't move forward, I couldn't get no job, couldn't get an apartment, couldn't do anything. So as I started to realize that I was having these problems, I went into the trucking business. And going into the trucking business took me away from Jacksonville and took me off focus of what actually happened to me in childhood and not allowed me to pursue the things that hindered me as a child to help the young man that was coming up like myself.
The purpose of the organization is to identify young folks between the ages of 16 and 24 that have faced some challenges, whether it's educationally, had some form of confrontation with the law. They're without a marketable skill. And what this organization does is not just identify the students and introduce them to career paths that are available, but it also linked them with those programs.
There was over 30,000 young black men in the city of Jacksonville were just like myself. What I realized then is that it was my responsibility, it's my duty to see to it that these children don't get convicted before they get a hold to themselves. So, and in putting Jacksonville Youth Works together, I realized that dealing with these children with no home, abandonment, no skills, no education, no mother, no father, and all the things in life that was a true recipe to failure.
The biggest thing that they do is help restore pride, and this is what I like about the program. It really reaches out to individuals that are not able at this time to participate in the military, community college. Definitely if they don't have a marketable skill, it really helps them move in the direction of being able to have a marketable skill so they can provide for not just themselves but their families and become better taxpayers in the community and more productive citizens.
I say even 97% of the young people that come through this program has no clue of what it is that they want in their life. They have no understanding about what direction they're going. All they know is that they want a better quality of life than what they have. We are also helping them find themselves and know what it is that they want to do. And in doing so, now we have something that we will call a productive citizen in society.
Our sons now will be able to be home with their babies instead of being in jail. Their babies won't become just like their fathers in jail. They will become business owners, homeowners, career, trade oriented people. And at Jacksonville Youth Works, that's what we are doing, and that's what changed the direction of our children. We're getting them into politics. We're teaching them to become registered voters, teaching them about being involved with political PACs. We're teaching them to let them know that their future is bigger than their neighborhood, and each and every one of these children want a better quality of life, but has no understanding and no direction, or no plan, I should say, of how to achieve this.
I tell you that when I first met Israel, his passion for a population of young folks that basically the world has given up on. His passion was there. And for an individual to take his earnings and invest in something that he believes in, really, very rarely do you find that to happen with folks. And for him to do that, it really showed me that he believed, not just believed in the young people and believed in the vision, but he believed in change and hope. And that is what Jacksonville needs in order to, one, reduce crime in the city. And a lot of people don't realize it, is that it's that age group that we're talking about that's weighting the community down. When we start talking about our tax dollars and resources and the jail system and what happens. If we do not send out a safety net to, and this is what Israel believes in, if that safety net will help capture those young folks and give them a different direction, offer guidance, but most of all, it gives them something that they've hadn't experienced in a long time, and that's hope. And oftentimes that's what young people need in order to move in another direction. They have to have something positive, a positive experience, success. When they taste success, then they start to move in another direction. And that's what Israel believed that can happen with young people, which a lot of people don't believe can happen. And so I commend him for his efforts and his dream and his support, not just in spirit, but financial support to help young people turn their life around.